guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. It's a good day. It's a day that we are going to put on some makeup together, but we're also going to talk about my first read for the whateverthon 48-hour readathon. So I am a smidge behind, a little bit late, so this readathon might take like 3-ish days just because I'm doing stuff in between. I'm busy, but either way, we're doing it. We're reading. I have a theme, which I'll explain soon. But we will talk about the first read as I figure out what I'm putting on my face. What am I putting on my face? I didn't plan anything except for like the colors. So we're gonna just wing it, I guess. We're just gonna go for it. The first book that I read this morning was Mooncakes. This is written by Suzanne Walker and Wendy Wu. I think it might be Wendy Sue. I'll have it on the screen. You guys can fact check me. But yeah, I think there was 2 co-writers and then an illustrator. I'm not entirely sure. But this is a graphic novel. This is a fantasy graphic novel. What is it about? This is basically following our main character, whose name I don't know, to no surprise, I'm sure. But we're following our main character, and she's a witch. She's working at a little witchy bookstore with her grandmas during her like apprenticeship, and some weird stuff is happening in the forest. And this brings an old friend, a long lost friend, and it brings romance, some love. I thought this was really cute. I really loved the art style especially. I've never read anything from this author. I don't know if they have more things or not, but I really enjoyed this overall as a whole. I thought it was really good. I think the ending could have been a little more fleshed out. I think that it wrapped up really soon, and I know that it's a graphic novel, so it's maybe a bit harder to like include action-y scenes, but I just felt like it could use a little more something. But I thought it was good at the end of the day. I think I gave it 4 stars, mainly because the ending just wrapped up a little too fast. I feel like there could have been a bit more to it. And so yeah, that was the first read. This has a lot of representation, which I really loved. Starting off with the main character, she wears hearing aids, she's hard of hearing, and I really enjoyed the way that it was talked about, but not like too much. It wasn't a big deal. She kind of talked about the hardships of when it started, like when it happened, and I enjoyed that aspect. I also don't have enough room for all my makeup. The other main character slash love interest also is, I'm not sure if they are transgender or non-binary. It didn't specifically say, but Tam once used she, her pronouns growing up, and as a teenager now uses they, them pronouns. And I really loved the way that the entire cast of characters just accepted that, apologized for the simple mistake, and like moved on, and everything was cool. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't blown out of proportion. It wasn't a major plot line. It was just like, hey, by the way. And I was like, I think it was all handled very well. I don't know anything about the authors, so I can't speak on what their personal experiences are or what they identify as, but I did enjoy this. I thought the representation was good. I think the art style was adorable. And that was the first read. So for this first read, I checked off a couple prompts. It's not shiny. I checked off a couple prompts with this first book. So I checked off the favorite genre because it's fantasy, which Tam is also a werewolf, forgot to mention that, and they're basically on the job for this random demon horse. It's not super random, but kind of random. So that is the first prompt that I checked off. The second prompt I checked off was different format because it's a graphic novel. I haven't read a graphic novel in a while. And I also checked off one-word title because Mooncakes, one word. My other issue, my only other issue, was that I wish Mooncakes had more of an appearance. That's maybe a dumb critique, but it is titled Mooncakes, so I was kind of hoping like at the end they would celebrate with Mooncakes and kind of like come full circle rather than just one little conversation, but that was fine. I thought it was still cute. And this also has diverse rep and LGBTQ rep. Going straight off of that, my theme for this reading vlog, if you can't tell by my makeup yet, or the first book, will be graphic novels that are LGBTQ. So that was kind of the plan going into this. I have one book literally sitting in my mailbox right now as we speak that I will soon hopefully grab to read. I also have a couple other physical options, and then the rest will be ebook options that I'm all excited for. The other thing that I did off camera, so apologies, was I random generated a color for this, hoping that it would, like, you know, spark a color for a potential book that I could read. And unfortunately, it gave me a color. The color wasn't unfortunate, sorry. It gave me, what was it, pigeon blue, I believe, which, lovely color. What a great blue. And I had the perfect scribed graphic novel, and I was like, wonderful, great, I will read that. So I did. It's called Arthur? I don't remember now, I'm so sorry. This is written by Jessica Kiolfi under the pen name Lupoli. So sorry, I suck, I know, I'm terrible, but either way. I read this and I got really excited for it. I thought it was going to be really beautiful and cool. It was the English edition, and unfortunately Scrib sucks, and the edition that I thought was going to be in English was actually in English and Italian, which is great. But the words were like on top of each other, so you couldn't actually read anything, which I felt defeated the purpose a little bit, you know? But besides that, for that book, I wouldn't count it as a book read or anything. Basically, this is it is a graphic novel, but like it's also not. It's her art, which is beautiful, might I add. It's like an Italian Japanese like mesh. It is so pretty. It is a little not safe for work art at times, but beautiful. And unfortunately, it wasn't something that I could say I read. I more just admired and looked at her art, and then the last like 16 pages actually had the story, and it wasn't great because I couldn't read it at all, which really sucked. But I guess it is what it is. That was what I attempted. I will acknowledge that I read a book for that prompt, like the color prompt, and I'll try and do it again later. But yeah, kind of a flop, a little bit of a flop. But I'm going to finish my makeup and I will check in with you guys later when I'm deciding my next read, I suppose. Austin and I are just kind of hanging out at home today, so we'll have like dinner and so on. But I think I'm at least gonna try and read one other graphic novel this evening, hopefully aiming for 2. That's the goal. Read 2. But for now, I'm going to just finish up this makeup look. All the ladies to come to his ball because he's turning 16. And so all the moms are chatting and one of them goes, well, I brought all 4 of my daughters. I figure one of them will be sloppy enough to bag the prince. I'm just checking in. I finished my next book. Okay. Excuse you. I just finished my second graphic novel today. Miss Ma'am, can I help you? Being attacked for filming, which was just rude. So I finished The Prince and the Dressmaker by Wang. I'd seen this book like around before. I never knew that it was a graphic novel, and it was so adorable. The back like blurb or like the synopsis says that these two will like, or that this book will tug at your heartstrings, and oh boy did it. I felt emotion from this. I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I got emotional through the ups and the downs with these characters. I was like, oh my heart. In this, we are following Prince Sebastian and Dressmaker Francis as they, you know, fate, if you will, maybe brought them together. And Prince Sebastian has just a little secret that he loves wearing dresses. He's gender fluid. He is who he is, and it's amazing and beautiful. It's so good. And Francis is a dressmaker who loves the creative side of making dresses and costumes, and sees Sebastian as who he really is and accepts him and loves him no matter what. And it was just so sweet. And the parents at the end, oh, this was very well done. It was very steady pace and had a clear like beginning, middle, end. He had like the climax. Like, it was extremely well done. This is probably one of the best graphic novels I've read so far. So 5 stars. I think I might have to own this one. It was really good. I just was doing a little bit of searching on my iPad on Goodreads, and Jen Wang is the illustrator for the Shadow and Bone trilogy, which is interesting. Haven't read it yet, still on my list, but good to know. So Scrib got mad at me because I've technically read like 5 books in the last 2 days. So they took more graphic novels, which is fine because I have like physical graphic novels to read. But I was gonna mention really quickly, this doesn't fit the theme, but I'm not gonna like throw it in to my weekly vlog because I haven't started that yet. So last night I read Little Monsters by Russ Anderson Jr. This is a like shorter than a novella. Like this is 23 pages, Halloween night, a twisted dark turn of trick-or-treating, and it was super interesting. This might not be for everyone. This is a little bit like gruesome, but if you're looking for something to read that is really short for like Summerween or just like spooky time in general, you just want those vibes a little bit, highly recommend. It was so fascinating. I'm not going to say much more just because it's so short, but I think I gave it 3.5 stars. It was interesting. I really enjoyed it. Although it's so short, you don't have like this bond and connection with the characters. You still are like hoping for the best, even though like horrible things are happening. It was very interesting. So I also read that last night. Wanted to throw it out there. And I started Ghosted in LA Volume 1 by Cena Grace. I finished it, and the first volume, they're all separated, and the first volume's like 25-ish pages. So I finished that, but I don't have the other volumes available. I think there's like 12, maybe more in total. So I've started on the adventure. We're not close to the end. I don't have them available to like continue on, but I thought I would also mention that. I believe she's Jewish. There's no sites of LGBTQIA plus anywhere, but it's also the beginning. This is following our main character, whose name I don't know, as she moves to LA to follow her boyfriend for college, who breaks up with her. And her best friend is like, you follow your boyfriends, you have no personality, you bland bitch. And they kind of have like a tiff and falling out when she moves. And because of that, she's all alone. Her roommate doesn't like her, and she stumbles upon this old, taken care of but abandoned house where a bunch of ghosties live. And she somehow, in like a matter of seconds, talks them into allowing her to stay. Ghosted in LA. I will keep you guys posted on my endeavor throughout my vlogs whenever I can pick that up, and so on and so forth. So started that as well. Cool. I just had Austin go check the mail so that I could officially have Cute Mutants. This is Volume 1, Mutant Pride by S.J. Whittaby. This is a self or indie published novel. I thought it was a graphic novel, my bad. But it's super cute. I'm so into it. I think it's so cute. I don't know a lot about this, but it's like 4 friends or people coming together to be superheroes. Like a My Little Pony episode about the meaning of friendship, but with more swearing, blood, and queer girls. This is me, Dylan Taylor, human incarnation of the burning dumpster gif, and this is my life. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to start Blue is the Warmest Color by Julie Moreau. This got turned into a film. That's really cool. Translation by Ivanka Hanenberger. This is a French graphic novel translated to English. So that is what I'm reading now. Hey, welcome to day 2 of this 48-hour sort of readathon. It's been more like a few hours each of the days. But, you know, that's just how it be sometimes. I'm glowing to the gods. So, today's look, just a simple little rainbow eyeliner. I say simple, but it was simpler than I was originally going to do, which was going to be like polka dots in a rainbow, but that was becoming too much. Oh no, my lights. So, I hope that's not too distracting. If it is, I'm sorry. Today, reading-wise, let me grab my iPad because this is how I read ebooks, and that's what I'm in the middle of. Last night, when I went to bed, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I went to bed, normal time. I lost my place. What am I doing? Oh. So last night, I went to bed and I was genuinely thinking about Jen Wang's The Prince and the Dressmaker. I loved it so much. I know we've already talked about it. I'm not trying to like harp on it for too long or whatever, but it was just so cute and it tugged at my little heartstrings and made me feel so much. I just love those characters. And so I was reading interviews and she hasn't like sworn off revisiting the characters, but she doesn't have any storylines, so most likely it won't happen. But I'm just like, oh, babies, I love them. But yeah, so that's what I did, partially. So, as for my readings today, I am halfway through Blue is the Warmest Color by Julie Moreau, and this is such different vibes. Whoa. So, I've been reading a lot of like fluffy, light, sweet, gay romance, happy things. Not necessarily gay, just lgbtqia+, queer things, which have been enjoyable. Super sweet, super nice. And then I start reading Blue is the Warmest Color because I know it's tagged as LGBTQ, and so I was like, sure, let's do it. I feel like these lights are starting to distract me. So I was like, let's do it. I started, I got halfway through, and the art style is interesting. Not necessarily my favorite. Do I have a clue where the story is going? Nada. But it's hard-hitting. This is probably the most interesting graphic novel that I've ever read. It's following dual timelines. One from like a diary perspective, which is written in cursive, and that's harder than I thought it would be. But yeah, so we're following our main character, Emma, but also Clementine, whose diary Emma is reading because Clementine is dead. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know what's going on, but Emma's reading the diary, and so we're just like experiencing it with her. And they were lovers, they were dating or something, I'm not sure yet. We're still early on in them getting to know each other when they were just friends. Low-key like emotional cheating going on, but like we can excuse it. But yeah, this is a lot more hard-hitting. There's a lot more adult themes happening, even though it is still focused on young adults, but it's basically Clementine finding her sexuality, becoming infatuated with Emma, the first girl that she's like realizes she likes and wants to be with. So it's just really interesting. It's a lot. I am gonna finish it. I'm excited. And then I have options. I have a few other options. I don't know what I'm gonna pick up first. I don't want to leave off this vlog not finishing all what I pick up, but I do have the star of the show, Heartstopper Volume 1, Volume 2, baby. I don't have the third one yet. It's gonna come, I think, this Friday, and I have the fourth one, but I have to read them in order. So the goal is to finish these two tonight. So I'm gonna focus on these after I finish Blue is the Warmest Color. I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so freaking excited. I'm gonna potentially sob, who knows. I'm so excited to read these though. So yeah, these 3 for sure. And then depending on what time I wrap up all of these things, because it's getting later, I will then check in with you and we'll either pick something else out or we'll end the vlog. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, that's what's going on. This just in. Blue is the warmest color. Officially became adult rated. R XXX rated. Beware. But I'm here for it. Ouch. That one got some tears in my eyes. I didn't cry. Tears didn't fall down. But I got a little emotional. Teary-eyed. Oh, those last, like, what? 40 pages maybe? Like, ow. Ow. And it's so sad because, like, she started this, it's just such a story. Trigger warning for addiction and complications from it, which it's a hard subject as is, and then like you throw a very toxic and captivating love and romance from your high school to your 30s. Ouch. Ow. Oh. Why is it translated books hurt so much more? But I've read that. I'm processing. I'm gonna take maybe a minute or two, and then I'm gonna jump into Heartstopper. Ow. I'm not okay. Maybe 5 pages. I'm already geeking out because I already know I love this. I did it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is one of those scenarios where like the show is as good as the books, and these books are fantastic. These novels, these graphic novels are amazing. I do think the show is a little bit better only because you're seeing so much of the other characters, whereas this just centers around Nick and Charlie, which I love. I love getting more of them, do not get me wrong, but I do enjoy in the show like the full spectrum of every cast member having just a little more screen time. Would like more Isaac, but besides the point. Both 5 stars. Absolutely fantastic. I was squealing the entire time while reading. I was just sitting here like, oh my god, it's so cute. And it just like the feeling you get in your chest when like a sweet romantic thing happens. Oh my god. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. And on this high note, we're gonna wrap up this vlog. Thank you for hanging out with me as I read a whole bunch of queer graphic novels. What a fun experience. This is not the queer part, normal. There's nothing strange about that. I'll read a queer book all the time. But reading graphic novels, I've maybe read 3 graphic novels. I don't know, I've decided to do this now. But yeah, as I was saying, I've maybe read 3 graphic novels in my lifetime. So having this experience to not only broaden my horizon of graphic novels, which turned out fantastic, but it just is such a like feel-good time, and it just makes you feel all warm and happy. I don't know. I think I absolutely am obsessed with graphic novels. I think this will be a new way of reading for me. At least more frequent. We'll see. But that is wrapping up my 48-hour whatever-a-thon vlog. Crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun reading these books. It was just such a good time. I hope they give me some good points. I will pop up the bingo board here so you guys can see all of the books that I read and how many prompts they checked off, see if we get any bingos or not. But other than that, I will see you guys soon in my next video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like this video, subscribe if you want to see more. I vlog every week. I do bookish content often. It's the thing I do. I don't know. But yeah, that's it from me. Bye.